Hey guys, and welcome to the Celebrity Expert, your number one source for all things TV shows and celebrities. And in today's video, we're gonna look at Renee Rapp being a gay and proudly talking about her sexuality on different interviews.
I love you.
Oh, me too.
And I know you've played Regina George for a minute, so why is she such a queer icon?
Like Rachel McAdams was a big crush of mine as a kid, and still is. I've spent a lot of the last couple weeks publicly hitting on her. I will continue to do so.
Before we begin with this video, here's a quick and easy question for you all. Can you all name the debut project of Renee Rapp? If you know the right answer, let us know in the comment section down below, or stick to the end of the video, which is when I'm going to reveal the answer to this question.
A daddy is like an energy. There can be a really specific, palpable energy behind this person. That's I kind of am afraid. I love that. In a hot way, not in a scary way. We hate those people. Mindy Kaling daddy. She just has daddy energy.
Renee Rapp, when explaining her coming out story, she said that I was just laughed at every time I tried to come out. So then I never really talked about it. And I had always just said I just was one of those people who never felt like they really had to come out.
My own relationship with queerness is loaded. I'm 22 and I've been out for a long time, but I think I still have thoughts and ideas sometimes that I'm damn, that's so rooted in homophobia. I'm damn, Renee.
I feel my genuine coming out to my family, close and extended, has been doing College Girls. Now I'm on a TV show.
It's no secret that Renee Rapp has been dominating the pop culture lately after her successful second season on the smash hit The Sex Lives of College Girls, and of course The Mean Girls, and the release of her new EP Everything to Everyone. She's on a roll.
I want my boobs to be out because I want to be feminine and also at the same time, so I got a little from this. I was honestly just so happy people came. I was this is great. I was this is all for you.
There you go. Were you in the middle of a riff? It was
pretty much, but I didn't even notice it. I didn't notice it until I had I was face tuning my nipple out of photos. And
Renee Rapp opened up about how events in her life have not always been worth celebrating, especially when she tried to come out as bisexual in a small conservative town.
When I was 14, I was doing a musical and this girl who was the lead, she had red spiky hair and she never wore a bra. I was just so intrigued by her, but I was I cannot stop looking at this girl's boobs. That was the moment that I was oh my God, I'm gay.
On one of the podcasts, she talked about the moment she realized she was a queer, when she saw a girl at her high school who had dyed her hair and didn't wear a bra that everyone considered different. Suddenly, Renee realized she had a crush on the girl and said that she went home, started full-blown crying, and had a meltdown.
I'm so obsessed with her. I'm so obsessed with her, and I think she's one of my favorite actors ever. She's actually so talented, it's insane. She also had such a crazy run with this specific year that Mean Girls came out. It was Mean Girls, The Notebook. It was a really iconic film.
In one of the interviews, she has also mentioned that while growing up in her conservative hometown, she had never heard anything positive about the LGBTQ+ community. She said, I was oh my God, I'm a gay. I was damn, that's crazy.
I was really nervous. I grew up in North Carolina, and so I was really nervous when the show was gonna come out. I was people are gonna be so homophobic and so mean, and they're gonna hate me, and I was the gays are gonna hate me because I'm not gonna do a good enough job. I wanted to impress the gays so bad. I was I have to impress the gays. I was I gotta do it. I gotta do it for us. I was so nervous. I would cry all the time. I'd be I'm not doing this right. I'm not doing this right.
Also, she mentioned that she never heard anything nice or in a positive light about the queer person, and she always knew that her life is going to be miserable and she didn't know who to look up to, and she was absolutely shitted by everyone in her family.
Yes. I remember for season 1 feeling a ton of pressure around it, all self-induced obviously, but in a way that I really wanted to make sure that I was doing something that felt good to other people, which actually is like probably not the right way to go about it. And I probably should have just been like, let me just check in with myself and like chill and do exactly what I know how to do, which is thankfully what ended up happening.
Renee mentioned in one of her interviews that when she realized she was a gay, her family went like, oh, she needs to pick a side. They were like, oh, you shouldn't be around here. You should never know who's gonna make you gay. And this mindset made her believe that she too had to pick a side. I was like, well, I have to pick a side. Gotta be a lesbian, she said.
I was made fun of a lot for any time that I had any sort of intimate relationship with anyone. And there were even these things on like the internet called like expose pages where like people would put up like stories of like what girl like hooked up with what person and like why it was shameful and why we should call her a hoe and why we should call her a whore. And that happened to me a lot growing up.
It was Renee's friend who told her that she might be bisexual and not lesbian. She said, I think you're bisexual. And I was like, oh, you're kidding? That was so intriguing to me.
I love Megan. Megan is the greatest. She's like the coolest person and is also incredibly talented and works really, really, really hard. And is also obviously very resilient and like shouldn't have to be. I think she's really incredible and also like best ass ever.
Renee also shared that her experience with coming out was not as simple as she originally let on by saying, I was just like laughed at every time I tried to come out, so then I never really talked about it. And I had always just said I was just one of those people who never felt like they really had to come out. Renee also mentioned in one of her interviews saying, to be honest, I feel like my genuine coming out to my family, close and extended, has been doing College Girls, because now that part of me is on display everywhere.
It's like me and like two of my really good friends, and so it's like one bisexual like girl myself. If no one was aware, I never talk about it or bring it up.
So this is breaking news. I can't believe it.
Huge.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you to come out as bi.
Yeah. I mean, by the end of the interview, let's see where it goes. I mean, you're making a very good sales pitch for it.
She also mentioned that the whole experience did not only just diminish her self-worth, but also made her hate filming the first season of Sex Lives of College Girls. She said the first year of doing College Girls was terrible. It sucked so bad because at that time I was in a heteronormative relationship and I hated going to work because I was like, I don't think I'm good enough to be here. I don't think I can be here. I don't think I can be doing this. And then I would come home and would psych myself out, literally.
What is the best thing about being gay? The best thing about being gay? There's so many things. Well, why does it always correct well to wheel? That's not what I'm saying. I am a bisexual princess. Everyone is my type.
She even talked about the pressure that made her question her entire identity and shared, I called one of my friends and I was like, I'm straight. Like, I think I'm just straight. I can't do this. I was in a panic constantly and I was not, but I was so freaked out by the idea of my sexuality not being finite or people laughing at me or me laughing at myself that I hated the first year of filming.
Hey,
Yes.
on brand. Yeah.
Obsessed. So I was so
Right.
excited that she was there because she's Lindsay Lohan and she's so cool and hot, but also
Right.
like she was pregnant.
Now, at what age would Lindsay Lohan need to be? At what age would she hit the limit for you to be
that's
like,
the question.
okay, I hate you now because
see.
you're
I see.
Yeah.
X? Would it be like 60 or?
No, Karen just turned 60.
Yeah.
So Renee Rapp's debut project was a music track called Everything to Everyone. If you got this answer right, then you are a true fan of Renee Rapp.
The next one says, Renee Rapp is actually gonna bring lesbians and bisexuals together. She will end the Civil War just by existing and being sexy. This is very funny. I feel like, look, the lesbians and bisexuals, we're always together, man. I know that sometimes there's flack. I get it. That's okay. That's okay.
Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you all really enjoyed this video. If you did, do like, share and comment on this video, and do not forget to subscribe to The Celebrity Expert, and we'll see you around next time with another brand new video. Till then, keep watching The Celebrity Expert.